Hi there, Ardella. I'm just taking a look at your magazine spread for the second time. I already left you some written critique for the assignment, but then I noticed that you had uploaded it here. So I'll just go ahead and verbalize it. Sometimes it's a little bit easier to have things explained voice to voice as opposed to reading them. So you're going to get my critique twice, which hopefully is fine. Okay, so a few things that I noticed and that I commented on. One of the first was your images. I like that this is a full bleed. That's really nice. I would probably try to move this over here a little bit so it's either aligned with the edge of the E and maybe tuck it up just a little bit more so it's kind of in the pocket. It feels like it's almost visually tucked maybe between where the edge of this A is and the edge of the E is going to help that feel a little bit more cohesive. You may play around with doing something slightly different color wise. I don't know, like the ON almost blends in with this background marble you have. Then the other comment about the images is I feel like your two images are too similar. It'd be nice if you could do something else for this image to add something different to the story as opposed to the same background. Maybe it's, I mean, you're handing someone the Book of Mormon here, but it'd be nice to have a totally different kind of image here. Okay. I'd love to see you play around with a little bit more color. The color scheme of brown and brown, it's pretty safe. So try to think of something that would look really good with this kind of maybe darker brown or lighter brown. Maybe you add in a dark green or a royal blue or maroon or something like that if you want to keep it feeling kind of serious. Or you can spice it up, add in, a lighter green or something to add a little bit more vibrancy and energy to your design. I would recommend removing the strokes on any shape that you have. That's instantly going to date your design to have a stroke. And I would feel like it's safe to go ahead and center this quote here within the shape. It's a little weird that this is an asymmetrical shape. I would probably recommend. Oh, maybe it's just an oval. It looked a little bit weird since it's going off the edge of the page, but I would play around with this a little bit more. It might look better to have this be a square, um, something. It feels a little awkward to have your pull quote tucked up in the left hand corner. Usually your pull quote wants to kind of draw its attention to itself as opposed to recede from the edge of the page. Okay. I might try to bold these two. Your subheadings are looking a little bit less assertive than your body copy, and you want it to be opposite that. You want your subheadings to be loud and in charge, maybe bold them, maybe add the color here, something like that that will help them stand out. This I want to do, I would tuck that up here to keep it kind of with its paragraph so it doesn't have a separate orphan line here. And then play around a little bit more with the spacing. You have some white space down here, but you could add that white space up here and have these kind of be a little bit more centered kind of on the page in terms of where your columns start and where they stop. You could use that opportunity to maybe move this to the center here as opposed to having it on the right hand side. You could take this image, whatever you decide, and make it bigger, make it 2 or 3 times bigger even, and put it on this page. You want the most important thing to happen is when you look at the page, you want to see those pictures first. Then you want to be really compelled by the title. The title has got to pull you in, and then those pull quotes need to grab your attention. Okay, so make your images like you've done on this page. Don't be afraid of making them big. Also, generally, you don't want them to keep in line with the columns. You want them to break out of that. You want it to be a full bleed and maybe go a third of the way into your column or something like that. It looks like this is a rogue author name, so be sure to take that out of there. All right, so you're on the right track. Keep on playing around with color. Push yourself when it comes to contrast. And I think that's really going to help take your design to the next level. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.